sitting here thinking, I don't know what triggers a reevaluation for PCS. I mean, people decline, right? So how, this app could maybe be helpful because, the
That is
trigger
very,
to
very
us
true.
might want to request a reevaluation.
Yes, very, very true.
Wilson, as I'm looking at this, I'm getting really excited because what I see is us for the potential to get rid of our paper stop and watch tool and incorporate it into this app.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Well, I stole everything. I just read it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what Kevin was saying. Because when Kevin's so smart, he's like, oh, have you seen the stop and watch tool? Have you seen the validated Massachusetts tool? I'm like, I haven't seen anything. But I use the stop and watch tool to try to actually get funding people excited, because I'm like, they're always asking me no one's ever done this before. So like, how do you know it's going to work? I just come saying, well, it works in nursing homes, it depends. You can almost get as high as a 20% reduction in 911 calls and subsequent hospitalization. Why wouldn't it work in assisted living? And they're like, yeah, why wouldn't it work? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And that could just be the hypothesis. Does this work the same way, the stop and watch tool in the same way? And then, do some fun statistic stuff. But now my hard question is, if you're a caregiver, and many of you on this call were caregivers, is this too burdensome? Would it actually help? Would it? How about the demographics of the caregivers? Would it be too confusing? What if they had to use their own phone? Not use their own phone? Are they gonna be mad if they had to use their own phone? What are some of the implementation challenges that you see when you look at something like this?
It really has the potential to be an extremely valuable tool for our caregivers and increase their satisfaction with their jobs. So the question is really not, is something like this overburdensome, but how can we make something like this not overburdensome for staff? Because there's real value in this. Everything is a cost benefit analysis. Nothing is going to come with zero time or zero effort.
Yeah, I'd love to ask Nina and Kelsey and Roxanne to maybe kind of weigh in whether you see this taking away things that they're currently doing that may be burdensome, So in other words, is this going to, kind of make their lives easier to be able to document, right on their phone, right at the point of care, rather than having to run back and, write something down or try to report it later. And I think that's going to be kind of a hassle for them.
Yeah, the intention, of course, always is to streamline workflows.
Yep, and I'll start. Here's my few thoughts. First and foremost, I'm old school because I've been around for 100 years. I'm not quite as old as Dr. O'Neill, but I'm knocking on his and Charlie's door. Folks that we hire now are in the age range that they would love something like this. And right now, Kelsey and Roxanne, and what they're doing is they go back to the computer and document all the care. So by the time I've seen 6 residents, I don't remember sometimes who I gave a shower to, who had eaten half their lunch, who hadn't. So I love this because to me, in today's world, yes, if we can nail this down, this will be very beneficial for them.
I think so too. And the aspect also that sometimes the caregivers get busy and they fail to report different things. This actually assists the supervisor with seeing if a resident is having a decline.
Oh, I'm seeing so much potential here, Wilson, that I think it's potentially groundbreaking for our industry. And, I can see how this can tie into wellness programming. We've been kind of behind the 8 ball in terms of our wellness programming, but when you identify what matters to our residents and you look at, things like social interaction, you start looking at, all the dimensions of wellness, physical, emotional, social, spiritual, purposeful, this has such great applications there. So I see iterations of this developing over time that I think would be very exciting.
Really great. Really great. Okay, good. I couldn't have asked for a better call. I just really want to say thank you again from Indonesia. and I'll join you back on the East Coast in like 4 days. But right now it's 85 degrees.
What time is it in Indonesia now, Wilson?
It is 11. No, it's 10 p.m. I'll just let you see Jakarta. Let's see. You want to see Jakarta? No, I don't know. You're gonna see just a lot of reflection, probably. Let's see.
Oh,
You can see
wow.
the reflection. So yeah. Jakarta is very big. It's like 20 million people. It's quite. Yeah, it's quite.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I lived here for a couple of years before, but I still come here maybe every 6 months for some other work that I do. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for juggling all your different schedules, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, Wilson. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you for making time for us.
I appreciate it.
Bye bye now.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.
See ya.